Yay! We've got a stream. Who's on? Me? Oh, I'm on. Hi. Hi, me. Ah, bless. Go on, adverts. Get out of the way. Thank you. Yeah. Everything's working. Hi. Welcome to Saturday. 3D model loading. Wow. Wow. Is that what we're up to? Day 3, 3D model loading. This is going okay, isn't it? Alrighty then. Let's do it. Let's go to Windows 10. 3D model loading. Awesome. My name's Fraser Sharp. Some people call me Blades. And, oh, thank you. Thank you, telephone, for being so efficient today. What's wrong with this? Oh no, we're alright. We're alright on the volumes. That's okay. I was a bit worried about that then. Visual Studio is what we're using. The Visual Studio. I was going to do something different today, but I decided not to. I might do it tomorrow. A Ubuntu setup guide. Just for a laugh. Right, that's my screen. What do we got? Got Visual Studio doing its loading upping very slowly again. Alright, I have to admit, the D drive is not the fastest. It's a hard drive. It's not an SSD. Let's be honest about this. Why have I got two? What's this? Oh, I know what that was, yeah. No, that should not exist. Whoopsie daisy. No, it did that. I was just looking at something, seeing what could be done about my Git situation. It's a folder. Nope. I'll have you instead. Oh, it's done a load of rubbish, hasn't it? What's gone on here? Oh, it's done a CMake. I know what it's done. Okay. That's not good. Actions. View history. I want to be there. Yes, I'm absolutely sure. I don't want those changes. What's it doing? Why isn't it doing things? No. I don't know what the hell it's done. Oh no. No, I don't want that one. I want this one here. What has it done to me? I can't even think my way through this. Oh, it hasn't. It's done something really weird. And I can't see what it's done. Oh, I do hate Windows at times. Fine. I'll sort it out later. No, I can't sort it out later. I've got to do it now. I've got to revert to what it should be. Otherwise, I do not have the correct... That's Team Explorer. Where's it gone? Amber Skies, Amber Rogue. Sand Rogue. Sand Rogue, where'd that... Oh, right. Out build. It's in the build directory, isn't it? Yeah. Right, refresh that. 57 changes. Stop it. Just go away. Jesus. Stop doing changes and just put me back to whatever that is. What does that revert mean? Are you sure you want to revert? No, I'm not. Reset. Delete changes. Are you sure you want to reset this branch and delete local changes? Yes. Okay. Okay, I give up. Git, you're stupid. I've got Jason, I've got CMake. Ignore. Where's all of this lot? Debug here. Ignore. That's deps. CMake files. You can get ignored. That's the archive. You can get ignored. Review history. No. No. Ignore local items. Oh, that's better. Submodule. There is no history for this item, so why can't I ignore it? Interesting. Alright. Clear to day 3. Thank you. Just get rid of that lot so I know where I'm up to. Alright. There's no syncing going on. There's no externals. Well, there should be no externals. No, there's no external repository, so I don't know what it's trying to sync to. Strange thing, it tries to do too much as usual. Lovely. Cup of coffee. We're off. Right. Loading models. Now, how are we going to do this? I think we'll start with... where are we up to? Oh, we got a clean build. We should have, that's why I put clean in, by the way. Yeah? We've got a clean build. Okay. And we're already up to 85 megabytes. That's fine, because it's not going to get much more, really. Or shouldn't do, anyway. So our clean build at the moment gives us a nice, very, very dark red background. We do have fog on that, but we can't tell. It's OpenGL 3.3, and we do have a core profile, which is good. That's exactly what we want. And the little red button works. Isn't that cute? Right, if anybody needs a set of this code, I'm not monitoring this, am I? Why am I not monitoring this? Because I'm stupid. If anybody needs a set of code, well, I hate to say this, contact me. I'll see what I can do. If for any reason somebody does actually subscribe to this channel, they will have access to the code, obviously. I doubt anybody ever will, so I'm not really that bothered. Alright, monitoring station, can you please get yourself woken up? Dashboard, please. Thank you. Very kind. Which means I can now do things like saying hello. And it works. Does it work? Yes, it works. That's a bit of a delay. Wow. Okay, Amber Maths, Amber Core. Amber Core will do. Add a new item. As always. Because we changed the ideas on this, so I'm going to keep to the new ideas. We're going to have a model warehouse. A model warehouse. To store all our models. .h. Get rid of history. So this is just something new, really. A new idea that came up during the second session in Dev.2. I'm glad it came up because it could prove more interesting as we go on. So we're going to take it from Dev 2, this one. Source, and I want common. There we go. So let's go to archive Dev 2. That was Metal Rogue. Metal Rogue is in Swift, which doesn't really, I don't care about things like that. Here we go. Alright, so we've got a few functions that we can build. Right, okay, let's build them. Can't see why not. Alright, functions that don't do anything. I'm thinking of getting SDL ticks off anything that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, This was GUI, graphical user interface specific. Okay. So let's just set them up because we don't know what we're going to be. Model warehouse. And we'll decide on things as we see fit. And this is initialize. It looks a bit like how can you put it? A class. We've got a model warehouse loader. Okay. Okay, void model warehouse loader, which is doing various things, I guess. Anything else in here? No, just the two. Just the two to get started, was it? This is what I'm interested in here. That's what I want to do. Right. We'll keep that file open then because that's important. It's got my numbers in it. So that's the Swift side. This is a beautiful thing about this. I can actually read it now. So that was Metal Rogue. In Sand Rogue, let's see what it's done. It's done all of these. It's done scene make text. This was one there already. In Sand Rogue, let's have a look in our sources. We had an OpenGL. Let's open that one first. That was just load model 3D, used vectors. That is correct. Which means I can now put in a void model warehouse because this is better. Oh, I can't, can I? Those are coming in as pointers. Okay. Fine. So we want a path. We don't need the colour anymore. We sorted that out. We want 2 vectors. Okay. I think that goes in the initializer. Alright. So const char star path. That means where are they? Comma. We want... Oh, I didn't do const very well, did I? I'll try that again. Looks better. Vector. That's an std colon vector. And we want VAO storage. Yeah, and we want, I'm not sure whether to make these, no, keep hold of them. Let's do it properly. There's no harm in doing it properly, is there? Hey, This means a bit of typing. VBO storage. Right, so I've got you two. What's wrong with our standard vector? I'll think about that. I'm not exactly the brightest bunny in the tin today. Bad few days. Never mind. I've got a feeling that the warehouse loader is going to need that information as well. I think it's a duplication of pass-through. Are we using those as side effects? Or should we really put a structure together? I have a feeling in Swift we might have used a structure. Oh, we've got textures to do as well. I have no idea how to do that yet. Alright. I'm thinking along the lines of a proper structure for loaded models to handle all of this. Is it needed? It makes it tidier. But that just means we start passing it in and passing it out of everything, and it's just becoming a pass-through structure that does absolutely nothing. But we do need to know the models being loaded, so how are we doing it in here? We are using a game model. I see. Alright, so I do want models loaded, don't I? Yeah. A little annoying. Because we have to copy from there, don't we? Well, no, we don't need to copy the image. We need to point to the image and then create the object on the fly. We're going to do it properly this time. Whereas last time I was just cobbling it together, trying to feel my way through the system. Now I know how I want the system to work. It's a lot easier to do it. And of course, this is alpha, so I'm doing the full thing, aren't I? Right, let's start with the models loaded. So this is a model warehouse. So I want a structure that reflects that. Yeah. Oh, we're getting a few files now. Well, that's good. might help. And this is fleshed out properly. We have got vectors, haven't we? Yes. It's here, so why is it complaining? Interesting. Right. I see we've already got this models to render business. And we are talking about, oh, this is ours. That's ours. A game model. Let's go look you up. I didn't use one on here. I'm sure I did, you know. I don't seem to be storing anything on here. Mind you, this is a weird language, isn't it? That was our GUI. Which we have to do this time as well, by the way. Maybe that should be the first thing we load. Right, so we've got two sets of objects going on here. We have the GUI objects and we have model objects. Both are models. Do we want two separate storage areas, which would be a lot easier to handle? And then we have textures. That hasn't been handled by this before. Let's have a look at the variables here. Yeah, they want an image name, a file name, and everything, don't they? Model ID. So we're generating model ID, texture ID. Those are two things we are initializing. Right, let's start setting this up. Core. Add. New item. C++. Model warehouse. .cpp. And this time I didn't spell it right. The only trouble with this system is if you don't spell it right first time, you are goosed. It's delete and restart. Okay, we'll add that. There we go. I'm taking you lot out. I don't want you yet. I've just been indecisive, so you go away. Yeah, go on then, create that one. Why not? Thank you. And thank you. I wonder how it knows. There we go. Right, let's see what we're actually doing here. Right, so we have to initialize okay, so it's quite a bit going on here that we haven't discussed really. So we're going to initialize 0 to 126 as the ASCII characters. Let's pop you in. We also want to initialize 6, is it? Right, so one message, GUI, one message board. And, oh, initialize. That'd be a nasty infection. Initialize. We'll also initialize GUI again. Six display boxes. No, we only need one. This is well, it's one display box. Duh. We're not in Swift now. Alright. So I've got 128 things to bring in. Do we keep them separate? Yes, we do. But we can use the same subsystem to display them. Because everything's going to be ECS, isn't it? Now we got around that in Swift in a nice way. I'm just wondering, we didn't do too well in C, if I remember rightly. It was just a mess. So we are going to be cleaning that up for sure. So the initializer is actually going to create everything. Right, I know what I'm doing. I'm having it here. I'm not having it in common. I want it all here. The model warehouse is actually going to provide models on demand. That's the aim of let's type that in. So the model warehouse. Yes, I just did 3 things because I got Doxygen installed and I remembered 3 of them does something. So the model oh god, this is going to be bad. Model warehouse will be the center for distribution of all 3D models. This will require tracking of the OpenGL, what do they call them, handles? Is it ELS or LES? Never thought about that before. Ellie. Alright. Thank you for that, Google. This will require tracking the OpenGL handles. And this file will also provide the correct model to render. Full stop. Notice I didn't say for the ECS. ECS doesn't know about the models. Shouldn't know about the models. Doesn't care about the models. All it cares about is data. The models is everything is going to be in here. So this has to be able to provide a model warehouse. Request handle, isn't it, I suppose? Yeah, this is starting to come together now. Void, no, put that here. Just realised that's a long one, that last one. Void. This is coming together a bit better. Model warehouse. Request. Handle. Lovely. There we go. That's all it needs to do. And there's going to be a cleanup. Void. Model warehouse. Does go at the end. And that's a cleanup. Ooh. Actually, okay. I haven't decided on this bit, have I? Have I already decided on SDL? I think I did. We've got destroy, create and destroy. That's interesting. There's no initializer for a renderer. That's just a loader. No, this is actually the first one we've done. Okay, so create and destroy. That's what we're going with. That's what the boss says. So you're create. And you are destroy. Interesting. Okay. I'll have you. Go on then, we'll have you. And that's create. Okay. I'm a bit happy with that now. That's just going to be an int. That's an easy one. We can do that one straight away. That's easy. Int model ID. That makes sense, doesn't it? There we go. All right. Looking better already. Right, that needs no input. That needs no input. The loader needs no input. This is why I wanted to do it this way. And the destroy needs no input. Fantastic. Cock that one up. Okay. Right. What we do need to do though is have a private structure. Or do we now? Not really. Oh, right, we're still in this summary thing, are we? Okay, thank you for that. What we can have... I want to keep this within the boundaries, don't I? We'll be using appends and inserts. Okay, can I have a static std vector of, say, ints, and we would call it, say, models loaded. Just have one. Zero to 126 is all the models and fixtures. 127 onwards is your GUI. So, oh dear, that didn't go very well. What is this thing doing? Stop it! So, what we got? 0 to 1 to model IDs. Model IDs are 0 to 126 for world for monsters and fixtures. Monsters and fixtures. One, two, yeah, okay, 1, 2, 6 plus will be the GUI. Right, okay, we're happy now. Don't need that one. Lovely. Alright. So we can do that. We need another one. Void. Model warehouse. It's funny how these start coming together quite well once you start thinking properly about them. Request, texture. Before I didn't have to bother about it, but now I do. And again, that's just going to be an int model underscore. No, it's not going to be a model at all. It's going to be a texture underscore ID. Yeah. Okay, thank you for that. Are you alright, Muppet? Oh, you're getting warm again, are you? Oh dear. There we go. Lovely. So, let's load up some models. We want VAO storage. So let's have some. Static. STD. Vector. We don't need to use vectors for this, by the way. We could use straight arrays. But it doesn't make this class very flexible for later when I want to change it. Right, I've got star VAO storage, don't need that anymore. Just VAO storage will do. I'm just wondering whether to make these pointers or not. Don't know. Unless it tells me to. Why bother? Right, int. This is going to be VBO storage. We got this down to a fine art if I remembered last time. But the storages were wrong, so this time I want to use vectors so we don't start getting errors. We're also going to now need let's do it properly. GL. Those are OpenGL's handles. Static. Let's start thinking about things in the right way. Standard. Vector. And again, it's going to be a GLint. This is a lot easier than what most people do. And this is going to be textures. I think this gets overthought personally, because that's all you need. All right. So copy those. See, it doesn't really need a struct. I can do it this way instead, which is class. This is a class, really, without the word class again, just done slightly differently. Okay. You're wondering why I'm doing this now. These aren't pointers. Yes, they are. Yeah, we're now in the land of OpenGL. Right, so for each model loaded, don't care. That one doesn't matter. That's an OpenGL. That's just me storing numbers. These do. So we've got what, 4? GL int VAO. I can never remember how to do this. Is it just colon or semicolon or comma? Colon in VAO storage. We have to GL delete. Is there a VAO or is it just straight buffer? V delete vertex arrays. I'll go with that. Oh. Vertex arrays. Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah, that's a thing. What does that want? 1, star array. See, it's a pointer, I told you. So that'd be 1, and VAO. People don't believe me when I describe these as handles, and I describe them as handles on purpose. They are pointers. Why can't I have an and VAO? Huh? Is incompatible with parameter of type const GL uint. My bad. Okay, let's change this to GL uint then. All right. Everybody's happy? Good. Yes, I start by destroying everything. Yes, this is a great way to start programming today. What do we got to drink? Oh, orange juice, good. That'll get me going. Lovely. That might wake me up. Nothing like a bit of pure orange juice. For a Gluint VBO colon VBO underscore storage. Do that, GL delete buffers. That's you. Open brackets, same deal. So 1, comma, and VBO. Now, I've just goofed there, haven't I? I've got them in the wrong order. You do your VBOs first. Lovely. Those two will work nicely. And again, last one. 4. GL uint. Nyang yang yang. And this is going to be texture. In textures. You can see why I wanted to do it this way now and keep it all in one file. Because these are dodgy. GL delete texture. Textures, open brackets, and it's exactly the same. Wow. 1, comma, and texture. There you go. That's your destroy. It needs to be done, otherwise you do not. And I specify, and I will always specify, you do not clean up your graphics card. It will not be done by the system. If you don't run this function, you've got a graphics card full of data. 500 megabytes of data, in fact, because we measured it using Swift. That's where all our models will be, and that's how much data I'm going to be shoving at it to start off with. I'm also going to be probably doubling that this time round because I'm going to be putting lowercase letters in and numbers. Which would have taken our Swift program up to about a gigabyte. That would have been the biggest program I'd ever written. It would have been massive. This one's going to be slightly smaller, so don't worry. Right, so that's covered that lot. Now our path. Have we pumped our resources in already? Yeah, some of these are wrong. This is going to be weird. I want to run this before I actually decide upon it. That's going to be a model loader. Yeah. We're going to have a different one as well. Copy. If you're wondering, I've never loaded a texture in SDL before. Never had the need. So this is going to be an adventure for me. Oh, it worked. No, it didn't. Never mind. Yeah. That's going to be interesting. Right, all of these have to be renamed for this to work as intended. I'm just wondering how to do my textures. Are we happier with these names yet? Yes, we are. This is going to be interesting because I can use sprintf to a buffer. Or I can do what I've done here. But I can't use greater than symbols. Which are stairs. Potions. Yeah, I've actually named these. That's awkward. I'm just wondering if I can use numbers instead. Is there a good way of just sticking numbers in a string? That's my next question. So far, all I've been doing is using char star with the number in. I to A. There's your answer. Integer to ASCII. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look. C programming. Integer I to A. ITOA. Integer A blah blah blah. Char buffer 20. I to A. A buffer comma something. Here 2 means binary. Oh right, 10 means decimal, 16, oh I get you. Ah, that's not too bad, we can use that. Alright. Why do we need such a big buffer? Interesting. What sizes is this thing using? Right. Alright, let's do these then. Let's try it out. We'll just do an initialize and try it out. Yeah. 4. Int equals 0 to semicolon. Get into the right language. What should we call it? Count. As long as count is less than or equal to 126. Count plus plus. I can put a number in because I have validated that number already. So I don't need to use a hash define or anything silly. We can just put in the number 126 and 0. We know what they are. Alright, what we're going to do? We're going to try this I2A out. So, char file goes up to 126. 126 times 4. 4 bytes for 3 characters. Is that correct? I'm using an int. Size of an int. Ask me what it is. Times 4. That'll do. That's a known value. Let the computer work it out. Then we want ITOA. We would like value buffer type. Okay. So value will be count. Buffer is file. And type is 10. Decimal. Hello, Muppet again. You come back again. Oh, thank you. Test. Printf. Test for files equals, it's an int, %d. No, don't do that. Better idea. Yeah, I can just use %s. Okay, yeah. Test for file names equals %s. I'll do it. And I just put my buffer in there, which is file. Alright, let's run that. Oh god, we should stop pressing now. Control S. Alright, we'll sort those files out later. We're going back to our main game loop. And in our initializer, doesn't matter where we do this, just do it at the top for now. We will have an include, might help. This is core, isn't it? Hash include. I'm just wondering whether it should be core or whether it should be OpenGL. As it is going to have a load of OpenGL stuff in it. Interesting. You too. Come on down. No, you were the wrong one. Typical. Model warehouse, come on down. Model warehouse, come on down. Thank you. At the moment, I'm supposed to be testing OpenGL. So here we go. Source. OpenGL. Model warehouse. Didn't work. God, I hate that. Don't do that. Okay. Now I should just be able to say model warehouse create. And we're just looking for a load of spam. Yeah. Oh no! What have you done? Amber Rogue? Exclude from project. This will take a while. I didn't read that very well, did I? Why am I getting all this rubbish now? Why is it saying I'm wrong? There is nothing wrong with what I've put in that struct. Always initialize a member variable. Well, we tried that, if you remember, and you told me I couldn't. Right, well, get that out of the way then. We've got 2 errors. CMake error. Where the... What? What's CMake error? Since when did I start using CMake? Where's CMake in here? Clean? Oh, wait a minute. Has it rubbished up my build directory? There's nothing in it. Instead, use the ISO CMC++ conformant name underscore ITOA. What? What? Alright, we'll do that. I'm going to go mental if this has absolutely wrecked my solution. Which it may well have done. What it's asking me to do is put an underscore at the beginning of it. Here we go. There's me spam. Oh, look what I forgot to do. Oh dear. The usual. Just run it. God's sake. So it's working. I'm getting 126 all the way to 0. I'm happy with that result. I'll take that as a result. That guarantees that I can load all of those files if they exist. There we go. Alright, so we have a 126 count. So instead of printfing it, we just want to make a const chart star. It's going to be file path equals, and it's going to be resources, plural please, yes, slash models slash something or other, ASCII underscore 3D, D slash that no, don't need that one there, plus file plus .obj. Happy, happy. Just wondering if I need that file path. Not really. So we copy you over to model loader, which is what we're supposed to be doing today. Pop you there. You're all set up. Don't need common anymore. We can specify everything down to here. This is nice. This is actually, again, it's working out a lot nicer than this did the first time around. And that's because we have all the experience from the first time around, and also we've got all the code to back us up. Even though I'm generating a new structure for that code, it's still going to be the same code. So all I have to do now is take my loader and pop it here. Like that. There you go. Right, what's wrong with doing that? Yeah, I can see the problem. Const jar star. Ooh. Jar star file. Got to be careful now. This is given a char star cdecl. It's just a buffer. Why can't I just add a buffer? What have I got in here? Have I got multiplies instead of plus or something? No. So we do need to convert it. Damn you. Const char star, I don't know, path equals s. It's going to tell me off for this one now, isn't it? Printf, open brackets. We want the buffer, which is path, and the format. Path, comma, copy you into here. Let's get this set up properly. It's yeah, just do a V. Okay. Take you out. And that is %s dot obj, comma, file. What's wrong with path? Jar. Ah, okay. What is it doing? What is it doing? It doesn't like the star. It does say jar star buffer. Okay. Okay. So we just delete this lot and we put in path. Yeah. I knew I was going to have to use sprintf. Which really discounts ITOA. Doesn't it? Because that now becomes %d and that becomes count. Why waste your time doing all the other stuff when you can just do it that way as well? Jesus. Right, I'm going to get a warning off that, aren't I? Build. Rebuild solution. See if that warning comes up. Uninitialized local variable path used. Right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 plus 3. So I'll call it 34. Ow, that one hurt. Okay, is that still uninitialized? Uninitialized memory. Oh, okay. There you go. That's not an initialized memory. It's got zeros in it. Build. Rebuild solution. It says it's happy. I would say it's happy too. It's looking good actually. Right, we will do a printout test on it again because it was acting like an idiot. File path, please. Yeah. Run that. It's looking interesting. But you know what I've done, don't you? I've made it completely unreadable by not putting a slash n at the end. And it's back. $s\n. Jesus. And that should do it. Let's have it. Let's see what cock up I've made now. Now I can't tell if there's extra characters after the .obj, but that looks good to me. Alright, I'm happy with that. Absolutely happy. It doesn't seem to be cocking up too much. We've got a good chance of loading those models now. Right, each time it loads a model, okay, that is a bool now. So for now we will return false. We will make that into a bool here. You're probably wondering why. You're going to find out because we don't have every model is the answer. Bool const blah blah. Right, okay. This becomes interesting. Models loaded is now a bool. We don't care about the number. We know the number. Do we need a number? No, that's fine. Now you're going to tell me I can't have bool, are you? No, good. Or else I would have gone nuts at you again. Right. I think we've constructed a way of doing this. I'm thinking texture. That's going to be interesting because that's a bool value. Think about it. Does this model exist is what you're really asking. So we can write that out now. And it's going to be the same on you. Okay. It might sound stupid if you're requesting something. Why are we getting true and false back? All we're really asking is, does this exist? Can I use it? Ah. Yeah, it is. because the model ID is actually asking for... There's no point in sending the model ID back because it's the same blooming thing that they're requesting. That's how I've designed it. Yep. I'm happy. So our current model loader looks something like... yeah, like that. Models loaded. It looks something like that. No, it's just adding it. Is it a sign? Add? Add? No. Push back. Push back. False. That's currently what we've got. Any request to load a texture that doesn't return anything. Yes, it does. Bool. Return false. It's exactly the same. Okay. So you are going to be textures dot pushback. You've got to set everything up before we can write it. So this is the correct way of doing that. And we just want that adding to texture loader, please, for obvious reasons. There. Yes, I do tend to set everything up first before I start writing them. There. That's a bool. That's a void. That's a void. Now. Is that or is that not a bool? No, it's not. The only thing that can fail in this lot is textures. Textures. 1, 2, ... 3 dots. This can fail. Exit on false. Right. Remember, these can't fail. It's irrelevant whether we load them or not, because we haven't got them all. We don't have the first. 0 to 33 don't exist. I can tell you that straight off. But it does mean I can use 0 to 33 for something else. because I know they will never exist. Right, I'm now happy about this. Right, you're returning a request handler. So you just return whatever we have in our models loaded. Models loaded. Model ID. No. ID. That's that. Outside range. A texture will return a model. No, we'll just return textures, won't it? Yeah. Texture ID. What happens if they ask for a texture that's outside the bounds? The program will crash, and they will deserve it. That's just a flat-out programming promise. And that's why I'm not checking. That be on the head of the programmer, not on the head of the CPU. Don't make your computer responsible for your mistakes. I would prefer the program to crash, actually, rather than not get a texture. Or should we say confirm the texture? Because that's what we're doing. All we're doing there is confirming that the ID that we have is available. Both of those two functions should crash if it's not. That's my my way of thinking. If it's not available, why isn't it? Right. SDL2 texture loading. Interesting idea. Anybody any ideas? Anybody know how to do it? I know there's some weirdosity in the middle of it where we've got to invert the RGB, if I remember rightly. Anything else that's in there that I can think of? No, I just know I've had trouble with it before, but at least we're going to have clamp to edge this time. So we'll be able to set min and mag to linear, and we'll be able to set clamp to edge. Excellent. So we're going to need one texture, and currently we just need one model. Yeah. I promised the @ symbol, didn't I? Oh, lovely. Thank you. We have a sneezy cat again. Let's just wipe that down. It's alright, Muppet. It's not your fault. I'm not sure if he's going to shout at you for it. I'll give you a hug and a cuddle though later. Alright. Hey. Mr. Over temperature man. That reminds me, what happened to my rubbish bin? Okay. I think we've got it. I think we've done it. What have we got in resources? We don't even have textures. Yes, we do. We've got a test texture. Okay. Oh, that's that nice texture I made, isn't it, by accident? Okay. You can't have 0. You can't have a texture 0. So we'll have a texture 1. Under ASCII, we'll have 64 on there. And on there, please. So that's 64, so at least 1 will load. I guess. We've got a texture for it, so we'll make it look pretty. I hope. Have we got a light? Yeah, we've got a light. Did I place it? Yes, I did. But I can check that through very quickly now because we've got an area that we've got all of that information in. We've now got pools of information which are easier to handle. All we have to do is load a model and load a texture. Right, you've got your path there. And for test purposes, we're only loading one, aren't we? So I'll type it in. Resources / textures / 1.png. That's our test texture. Lovely. What we're going to put in 0. Nothing. There won't be one. So we do have to make it into a for next loop. Damn you. Never mind. I tried. I tried to get away with that one and it didn't work. Alright. One. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There we go, that's that done. That's lovely. I'm cheating here, aren't I? I've just realised something. On textures, I'm not making it a bool. Ooek. Can't do the same trick with textures. That's awkward. Its textures ID is not equal to 0. Yeah, that'll confirm a texture ID. Lovely. That's looking okay. Yeah. Except for the fact that it's PNG, we're fine. Am I happy now? Will we get the correct results from all of that? Yes, we will. I think we can tidy that up. Am I happy? Yes. No. I'm not happy. Sorry, Muppet. we've forgotten. Static. STD. Vector. They've all got to be vectors for this to work. It's a GL int. And it's index count. Right, I've made two mistakes now. First of all, the VAO doesn't always come back in order. And a VAO 0 is not used. Got you. So we can't do that. We have to do it that way. Is the same true for textures? Oh, can't cheat. You can't cheat, it won't work. Somewhere, somebody's computer will bugger it up if I try and cheat. Damn you. We're going to have to do that. Damn it. No, it's going to be fine. It can be different, is the answer, depending on your graphics card. Oh well, I tried to make it easy, and I was so happy, and now I've made it hard. Yeah. Models loaded can still be checked. That's interesting. We've actually got an extra stat here. Do we need it? Do we need models loaded at all? because we have that. It's irrelevant. It was going to be so relevant, now it's irrelevant. There's no return. There's nothing. Doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant whether it's loaded or not. Damn. I wanted that as well. That one's relevant, that one's irrelevant. Right, that makes sense. It's only the texture one that's relevant. And I just placed in index count. Which goes in right. It will go in here. I'll push back. Okay. I think I've got everything now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's a glue int. You can't have a negative index count. But we do need to be able to retrieve it. It's there. It's model warehouse. And it's index. Request index. For GLUint model ID. Alrighty. Index count for the model ID. I've got everything now, haven't I? Doesn't put it there, but it's actually in there. It's in game model, which is why I didn't spot it earlier. My bad. Index, texture, handle, loader, loader, destroy, create. Jesus. That's a model warehouse. We're done. We got it. with minimal vectors, each one of which will be under 1/4 of a kilobyte. Wow. For the whole thing. It'll be about 1 gigabyte on your graphics card, but hey ho. I guess that puts us to about 2002 as the earliest machine that can do it. Oh no, 2004. That's alright then. So 16 years. I might be asking a little bit much. But we'll see, because I think we can pack this smaller on OpenGL. So I might be able to get it down to 0.5 meg, which would take us back into the late 1990s and early 2000s. That takes back to the year 2000, which is what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for Captain Potato Machine. I want every single PC in Russia to be able to run this program, with or without a GPU. Because it doesn't really need one. In fact, if they haven't got a GPU, it won't really matter, because it'll come off the main memory, won't it? That'll still keep us to 2002. But they were carrying on board memory and caches at that stage, weren't they? Level 3 caches, not level 2s. But that was only a megabyte. And I need a gig. Eek. It's funny, isn't it, that in the year 2020 I'm worried about the size of the graphics. I think it will be equivalent to a Mac G5. So that's 2004. 2002, yeah, 2004. So I can advertise it for 16 years. If I put 16 years of compatibility, no, we'll say 15 years of compatibility on it, it's a 2005 plus, then everybody's computer should be able to run this. I think that's fair. If you don't think that's fair, put it in the comments below. I am not going to cover laptops. Right. Structure of 3D model loading in now complete with the okay, thank you Poppy for climbing all over me. Model warehouse. Okay, we've got it, we've done it. I'm having it. Don't know why there's so many changes made, but I don't care, I'm not even looking at them. It's local. I might make a Git repository for this. Or, well, no, because it's going to be well, this is actually quite funny. It's going to be the same price as subscription to this channel, so whatever that is, that's what I'm pricing it at. So if you want the code, you can have it. Unfortunately, it is now commercial. As it's alpha. I've shown everybody how to make it, so that's fine. I'm happy with that side of it. I've shown everybody that you don't need all kinds of things that you get taught at school to do it. You just need to know how to make a game. Alright, let's put a model loader in. Why have I got a change already? What's this? What is this metal rogue? What is this? I don't know. What is this? Ah, stuff it. Who cares? Let's get this model warehouse done. I think I'll rebase the files and do a proper Git for this. I do have one prepared. Good. Let's have a look. Model loader is going to be straightforward. It's going to be async. About that, I don't really care. Alright. Right, I don't need a game model anymore. Oh god, thank god I don't have to type all this lot in again. I just have to redo it. Okay. That'll do. Let's go to work on that. And this will be the loader. Bing! Start at the top. Anything to do with loaded asset disappears. You're gone. We're not doing colour. We're not doing you. And index count push back. Come with me. Here it is. Goes there. What we're pushing back. Element array of index buffer, size of EU int That's in bytes. That's what I want. That. Mesh num faces times 3. Is there a num indexes in this? There is. Just wondering why I'm not using it. I suppose it doesn't really matter. It's the same formula all the way around, isn't it? Alright. That's fine. X for vertices. Yeah, you're fine. Colours. Don't need to do that anymore. Okay. Come out the archive. First thing I want to get right is my GLSL. Vertex shaders should be the same now. 0 and 1, position and normals. Zero and 1, position and normals. 2 on texture coordinates. We've got to go and find those next. That's going to be fun. Need texture coordinates. That's 1. Oh, it doesn't tell me. Guessing it's that one then. May as well do that. Fix that lot whilst I'm here. Alright, I'm happy with that. Yeah, it is. It's that one. Mesh. Happy with that. What we got here? Keep that in. Okay. I'm just going to go to OpenGL on this lot, which is fine. Should have done it in the first place, but I didn't. Vector append VAO storage and VAO buffer. Come back to you. Path. I think I can do that one. input file path. Yep, he'll accept that. That's good. Right, start at the top. We have to declare an external. Okay. AI scene. Yeah, that's fine. We will process it, and we will assert that the scene is not equal to null. Ooh. We bloody well won't. This is our get out clause here, isn't it? So it's if. If scene is equal to null, what do? We add VAO storage. We have to append VAO storage to a 0. VAO storage dot pushback 0. So we have to do. And of course we have to return. Basically that just means it just doesn't exist. So we've only got one file that does exist. There's nothing to return, is there? No, we left it void because of that. Right, vector append VAO storage with the VAO buffer. That converts to VAO storage dot pushback, and that's going to be VAO buffer. That's your conversion. That can go. That works. We now have a VAO buffer. That's good news. Let's go down and find out what else we need. Right, we're into faces. We are allocating the correct memory. Actually, we're not, but we are. Awkward. Never mind. We have another vector append here, which is for your VBO this time. Conversion is VBO storage. Dot pushback. And it's this time it's the index buffer. Okay. And we've counted the number of indices at the end, haven't we? We can actually, no, we can't. Do it in the correct places. We get our index buffer, which is an element array buffer. We push back the number of faces times 3, that's correct. I've got a problem with that. Is that -1 or not? No, it isn't. That's correct. Right. That took some thought. Good grief. Another VBO storage. VBO storage. This isn't turning out to be too bad. Push back that one. And this time it's a vertex buffer. Looking a lot better, this. Right, vertex buffer. You're happy on 0? Fantastic. Normals. We have to append. Yeah. It's a VBO. VBO. Storage. Dot pushback. God, I'm making this look easy again. Normal buffer. And it is easy, unfortunately. Okay. Right, we've stored the buffer. Well, its handle anyway. That's going in at 1. That's correct. Problem. Textures. We need UV coordinates. That's what I was looking for. UV coordinates. We need our texture coordinates. Okay. Asimp, how do you get your texture coordinates? Right. Let's just take anything. That's okay. Where was my last malloc? Alloc. Memcopy. Ah. Will I need a memcopy on these? Probably not. I only did it there because it was being awkward about stuff. I can't see why I can't just load them straight onto the graphics card. Copy you. You'll do. This is our texture. Buffer. We'll copy that. Oh, that's wrong. That's a buffer. I got that one right. I got the rest wrong. Oh, that's good of me. Should be 4. I have 1 for VAO, and I should have 4 VBOs. I think. Indices, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm right. Paste. Right, we have to find them. Mesh M normals. So they are the size of a float. Well, GL float, but it doesn't matter. There's only 2 of them. That calculation's correct. That isn't. Mesh. I've got normals, I've got tangents. Oh damn, I'm not using tangent space. There it is. Texture chords. We have them, we just haven't been using them on this system. That becomes 2, 0, 1, 2, isn't it? There's only 2 of them. Enable 2. That is correct, is it? 2, yeah. Alright, I'm happy. And that's it. No idea if it'll work, but that's it. That's all I know for... Oh god, I've done it again. Do that. That's the only possibilities I can think of. I don't think there is a dot on the end of that, is there? No, it's no arrow. No, that's all it gives me. That's a buffer. It's an AI vector 3D AI mesh M texture chords 8. Why are we using quads? Vertex texture chords, also known as UV channels. A mesh may contain 0 to AA max number of texture chords per vertex. Oh, I see. Null if not present. The array is m num vertices in size, which is what we'll put. So that's that m num vertices in size there. Yeah, that's right then. That's what it says to do. So that's what we'll do. That takes care of all the buffers, and we free that face array because we were getting a bit worried about it doing the correct vertices. I remember that because it was a bit awkward. Right, that's it. We've loaded the model. Just need a texture. I want to be careful on this one. This is SDL2, isn't it? God damn it. SDL2, how do you work? know what we could do is just say SDL2. How to load a PNG texture. How's about that? Alright, we need the SDL image library. So this is the 8th of March 2017. I've got 17th of Jan. It's got the IMG load PNG. I can write this off screen and just dump it in, can't I? Actually, I could write this tonight on the Mac. I just want a simple one. Right, we've got the path. Have we got SDL2 SDL image.h? Right, let's start from that then. At least I've got the header file for once. Normally they don't even tell me that. My God. What is going on today? Common, please. Do we have that? Hash include. What did I say? SDL2. Oh no, I'm already in SDL2. I can access it direct. Okay. SDL underscore image. Don't have it. Damn. That's a pain in the butt. SDL2 image lib. Author Sam Landinga and Matthias Engedra. I think they might be Spanish. Not sure. Runtime source. That one. All right. Development libraries. Bing. What do we got? Let's just unzip you. Yeah, to wherever. Doesn't really matter where you put it. That was quicker. Right, we have SDL2 image 205, which gives us an include. Oh. Great. And a lib. 64. Yeah, okay. Is there a D? Please tell me. Oh, there's a DLL. Not to worry. We'll sort that out. Oh, sugar. That was a bit much. Right, let's do it from here. Amber Skies. Steps. SDL2. Include. Copy. And paste. Right, we have the SDL underscore image.h. That's a good start. And under lib, I'm taking it from here, aren't I? Yeah. I'll just say the x64s then. Paste over. And I also want the DLL. Copy you into Amber Rogue. Build. Here. Do nicely. Right, all set up. There is a lib for it, isn't there? Damn. Not to worry. Here we go. Properties. I do not need header file. So it's just linker. General. Don't need you. Input. Here we go. And we want... I'll put it into other mode so I can bloody see it. Here we go. SDL2 something or other. Yeah, whatever. That's how good my memory is. Underscore image dot lib. Okay. Image dot lib. Okay, let's test it all out. Apply. Okay. SDL. Is it just underscore image? Yeah. There we go. Rebuild. Looking okay so far. Yeah. We've got it. Nice. How do we use it? Alright, let's have a look. Variable declarations. We've got a window, a renderer. We need an SDL texture image. And you've put it to a pointer. And texture width and height. Okay. I'll pop you upwards. It's easy for me to read from there. Alrighty, so let's go with this and just see what happens. Alrighty, so SDL texture. Where is it? There it is. I've got it. We'll put star img. I'm not sure I want a pointer. We'll set it up equal to null. Why not? We'll have int image underscore width. I know I need these. Int image underscore height. That's you two done. Initialize SDL, we're fine. Create the window and render, yeah. Render is accelerated. Good for you. Well done. Why do we note that? Oh, I see. You're creating your own renderer from the internals of SDL. I see. Okay. This is interesting. Image equals img underscore loader. Img load. Oh, we've got stuff here. We've got BMP cure GIF. PG is PNG. But what does that give us? It gives us an SDL surface. Alright. SDL read write ops source. What does image load need? Const char star file. I've got that one. I'm having that one. File path. Underscore path. Yep, we've got that one. Lovely. And that's the wrong thing. Because it wants an SDL surface. And that's an SDL texture. This is wrong. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, SDL surface, I was right. I'm right. Good. So it's SDL surface. Alright, this is slightly different. I remember this now. Yeah, I'll change it here to loaded image because we have to change it. And I don't like nulls. We're in C++, aren't we? So we do have a null pointer. Yeah, we do. Good. I'll have one of them instead. Right, the SDL texture is slightly different. It's still a star. Damn you, texture. We'll put you to a null pointer for now as well. Okay. Alright, this is where we start. Right, we have to load the image. Oh no, what, we got PNGs? Yeah. I wonder. So, loaded image is going to equal SDL underscore load. I want PNG. PN. It's not going to give it me. BMP. Alright, BMPs it is. Sure up you, I'm doing BMPs here. Yeah, Daddy's doing BMPs. He's doing something new. Beats the hell out of me. And that's going to be a file path. Okay. I'll try this first. And if our loaded image is still equal to a null pointer, then just return false. Okay, we've got a bool on this one. That's good. I am going to try and return true. Yeah, right. This is going to really work, isn't it? I can tell this already. We can get rid of this. We need a BMP now. A bitmap. That's fine. All right. All right. We're using an SDL surface. Alright, so just get rid of that BMP. That's the first thing. And it's IMG. There we go. That's better. That will give us a PNG. This is not very helpful. Oh, doing that stupid render crap again. Alright. Please tell me I haven't got an idiot here. Alright. Alright, they're just loading the image and then just returning a new texture. That's no good for me. I need a handle. colours. Texture loading is abstract. Image loading function. The load media function works pretty much the same as before. There's something major missing here. I don't want an STL texture, I want an OpenGL texture. That's the whole point of this, isn't it? There's a few people putting code up, but they're using the STL renderers, which is not a good idea. I'm going to have to research this. They're just saying, great, just plonk it through. No, you can't. Oh, I've got a Kronos community here. Oh, this is more like it. Thank you. I think we found it. This is what I was looking for. Right, so we do load the image. If it is null pointer, I can just return it, can't I? Yes, I can. This is better. Alright, this guy is having trouble. What answers do they give? Oh, right, it's internal format, yeah. Yeah, I know about that. I've had a lot of problems with this in the past. This is why I don't use STL. Because when you come to look it up, they'll go, oh yeah, it's just a text, you plonk it on the screen, yeah, that's great. No, you can't. You've got to get an OpenGL format out of this. So that OpenGL in your graphics card can manage the MIP, the minification and magnification filtering, and also everything else. So what we do is we need a converter. And that will equal another STL surface. You see, it loads it up in STL, which is great if you're using all of their stuff, but we're not. And I'm not going to. Not being funny, but I can do better. Surface, yes. We'll pop this as a converter. I will make this equal to create an RGB surface, yes, which will comprise of the following. Oh god, this is where I start really hating it. Uint32 flags. Okay, I've got some of those, so I'll pop one of those in. I think it's an SW. Yeah. Standard Windows Surface. Right, we have to make it the same size as your image. This is the trick to this. So we take our loaded image. What do we need from it? Width. Is that a pointer? Let's have a look. It's just W I've got here. Alright. That's the width, comma. So I don't know if I'm going to need these two yet. Alright, what's next up? Height. Loaded image. It is a pointer to H. Comma. It's not complained so far. Depth. Eight. It's 24 plus 8 for alpha, 32. Comma. R mask, G mask, B mask, and A mask. So that's your RGB A. Oh, crap. Right, so 0x. I want my R to be the first. So that's R, G, B, A. O, X, R, G, B, A. O, X, R, G, B, A. Yeah, we're doing this in hexadecimal, folks. It's asking for a bit mask. O, X, R, G, B, A. That's your masking. That's it. That's all you want. Alpha mask. Function runs out of memory, it will return null. Oh, great. Fine. I'll delete these two for a minute. I don't think I'm going to be using them. Right. There's our converter. Now we need to reorder the byte order for OpenGL, because OpenGL reads things backwards. Do we need a temporary at this point? Nah. I think we may need to convert. I might have those bit masks wrong. Right. Now we get into the stuff that I need to do, which is GL, Gen. So I'm reading this from a foreign language. Textures. It's not in C. GL Gen textures. Yeah, we could do that. It's just like anything else that we do. It's one and a texture, a gluint texture. All right. GL uint. Have I used the word texture so far? Yes, I have. That was bad of me, wasn't it? We're not using an SDL texture, we're using an OpenGL one. Okay. Texture. Do we give it an initial value? Who cares? Right. So that's 1, comma, and texture. That gives us our texture. That's what we're after. Right. We're on. We're rolling. As you can see, it just starts looking a bit like this, but it's not quite. It's similar. We have to bind it to be able to alter it. GL bind texture, and that's just open brackets target texture. Oh, it's an enum. GL texture. What we got? Oh, I've got a few different ones here. I want a 2D one, so try this one with a D on the end. D. No. Underscore 2D, maybe? Yeah, that's it. And the texture. So it's just going to be texture. That's easy enough. Hello, Muppet. You're breathing hard there. Oh my god, look at the time. Yeah, I can understand why you're sitting there, love. It's alright. Okay. To be continued. This is the first time I'm actually stopping in the middle because I'm not sure of what bitmaps I'm supposed to be using. I need to look all of this up. Do I have one of these already done? I have used SDL2 in the past, haven't I? I'm sure I have. Right, need to look up some stuff. Need to look up converter. and blend functionalities for OpenGL. It's things I don't remember because I write them once and then they just get left in the code forever and ever and ever. So I never remember this stuff. Right, we'll go with that. So tomorrow we will be loading the texture. Today we've loaded the model, by the way. I think it works. I have no idea. No. Cannot proceed because ASIMP VC142 MTDDLL was not found. I didn't know there was a DLL for ASIMP. There you go. ASIMP, you have a DLL, it would seem. No. It doesn't. I didn't ask it to make one. I think that's probably what that is. So we are going to need the ASIMP DLLs. Right, I need to do that as well then. Warehouse. So that's that, and we will need the ASIMP stuff. Like DLL, probably. Right. And on that note, I do have to go and sort these cats out before they start eating me. Oh, thank you for just asking nicely. That's really nice of you today. Normally it really annoys me for it. So, in the meantime, tomorrow we are going to be loading textures and sorting out ASIMP. So ASIMP plus SDL textures. That could be tomorrow's title, can't it? ASIMP plus SDL textures. Textures to OpenGL. There we go. I think we've got a title there. Good. That's what I'm looking forward to tomorrow. This is going to take a little bit more work than I would normally do because this is an alpha now. So I'm going to be checking everything on this. Like double checking everything on this. Nothing is allowed to fail from now on in. All code is going to be correct. Yeah. There's a novelty coming from me. Right. In the meantime, we do have ending soon thingy. Yes, there's me. That's me. Hi. Take care, everybody. Thank you for bearing with me on the construction of the model warehouse. It's taken a while today to get my mind around it all and make sure that we've got everything in the correct places so that we can do this ASIMP and SDL texture thingy. Very important to get it right. So, in the meantime, take care, and I've got a Windows update to do, so great. Have fun!